this rally, does that indicate that you simply have no confidence in the Constitutional Council's investigation of your allegations of electoral irregularities?
No, we have no illusion regarding the decision by the Constitutional Council, because this body, like the National Election Committee, is under the control of the government and the ruling party. So we ask for a separate mechanism to solve election irregularities. We have to expose the truth and to ensure that justice will be rendered to the voters.
You say that what you're planning is not a demonstration, but a gathering, but don't you still run the risk that the government could use the rally as a pretext for cracking down on the opposition?
No, this will be a gathering in one place. We will not march. We are used to organizing such gatherings in the past, and the authorities also are used to handling such gatherings. So I don't think that there would be any incident, because we just want to report to voters, report about the current situation, about the current deadlock, and we want to hear what voters have to say. So it will be a two-way discussion. This is really democracy in action.
Are there any circumstances under which you would call off the rally? What would the government need to do for you to cancel these plans?
No, we will not cancel the rally at any case, because as I have just said, this is a two-way discussion between the voters on the one hand and the party on the other hand. We have to organize such a discussion, but this is will be done on a larger scale. It is not even a rally to protest anything. It's just a discussion between the party leadership and the general public at large. So there is nothing wrong, and there is no risk whatsoever, except if the government wants to provoke us. But I don't think that they have any interest in provoking us.
How worried are you about the implications of the fact that the government moved significant military contingents into Phnom Penh in the days after the election?
This military build-up is intended to intimidate us, to create fear among the population, and this runs contrary to the promise made by outgoing Prime Minister Hun Sen, who a few months before voting day said that his party and himself would transfer power to the opposition if his party were to lose the election. So they should be prepared to transfer power in a peaceful way to the winning party, and not bring the armed force with tanks and heavy weapons to intimidate the population as they have been doing over the last few days and weeks.
What about the role of Beijing in the lead-up to the election? Cambodia received a significant shipment of handguns from China. Does this suggest Hun Sen already knew the poll was not going to go very well and that he wanted to be prepared to counter any protests?
I think China does not have much experience in holding free and fair elections. So they have not made any analysis really about whether these elections in Cambodia have been free and fair and acceptable, because China has invested a lot in Cambodia. I understand that China does not want to see any change in this country.
There have been suggestions that Hun Sen might try to entice some opposition figures into the government. You must be worried about the possibility that the opposition, whose unity is only very recent, could split if some opposition figures thought such an invitation were attractive.
No, this time, contrary to the previous, after the previous elections, the opposition is strongly united. Actually, this is the first time ever in Cambodia's history that we have a united democratic opposition. And we are not interested by positions, by personal advantages or privileges. We want a democratic change. We want a change in policies, so they cannot lure us with government position. We are not going to compromise on principles. We will stick to principles, and we will push for a change in policies. We want to ensure the rule of law. We want to reduce corruption, and we want to bring about social justice.
Shamrazi, thank you very much.
Thank you.